YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back in Total War Shogun 2. So, good news! My general is about to be in mortal peril once again, as usual. Man, I really do like that advisor. They need to get a mod out on like Attila and Rome 2 that adds the Shogun 2 like American cavalry officer sounding advisor. That would be absolutely brilliant. I am going to start trying to come through, well, let's request military access from all these people. Yanango.
Let us take tea and talk. Then after we have agreed,
let's just go indefinite.
What other pleasures will we enjoy?
You're darn right the deal's satisfactory. Don't make me destroy you. So we can trade with these people. Are they the ones that just won't do it? Ugh. Yep, I recall. So we'll just ignore them, since apparently they have issues with making money. Sometimes you just can't win. Or you can win and you choose not to, as they have gone here. So, yeah, I got some work to do in that province. What was I doing with these ships? Ooh, are these guys... No, that is the Josei. We're going to need to get rid of them. All they have is a Conran Maru. Surely they won't sink one of my ships. They did not. So that will be the end of that Josei fleet. I won't have enough money to completely repair all these ships, but let's go for repairing the torpedo boats and my ironclad. Those are going to be my first concern anyway. Alright.
Yes?
Got another small fleet here. That's good. Let's see. Seems like I had a fleet back here behind. Yeah, this one's all repaired and ready for action again. This one has been trained up and is ready to protect the waters behind Kyushu. So we need to bring this fleet back up our coast. Good, good, good. Yeah, our income's not great, but it's not bad. We need to use this fleet once it's repaired to come down here and bust up the Sato fleet there, and then we'll just take our fleets, like I said, up the coast to try and keep these crazy shenanigans from happening, basically. All right, let's go ahead and end this turn. Oh, I love how the AI sends one boat fleets, one after another, down the coast. Tell you what, that could have been a nice patch which encouraged the AI not to sail around with one boat fleets. Okay, so Bungo got bombarded, and that dropped my income even more because this trade port was hit. So that's pretty frustrating because, again, a one-boat fleet just cost me like 2,000 income per turn, which is honestly utterly outrageous, but that is the way the game is. So we captured a Kasuga. That'll be fine. We'll go back here and spend a bunch of money repairing the fleet, since they kind of screwed me over in that auto-resolve, to be honest, but it wasn't too bad. Let's see what else we need to do here. Probably going to use some money to go ahead and upgrade this fortress so that we can try and keep this settlement calm. I have a whole bunch of agents around to help, though, so I do want to go ahead and start marching towards Bingo. And we'll just use these, yeah, we'll use these agents to help rally the populace. Let's move this guy up as well. So we're pushing, and taking these territories will obviously expand our influence, make us stronger, give us more income. I mean, all around, just obviously going to make things considerably better. It's again about all the money I have. Shipwright, construction report, trade routes. Okay, yeah, we should be good. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Good, so we've got a navy back on station according to the way this map is oriented on the north side of Honshu. I know that in real life that's probably actually the west side, but I'm going to speak to how that map's oriented, the mini-map that is. Wow, now my trade income just went down even more, probably because of a spat at a trade port that's making me a good deal of money, but it looks like it came back up. Mounting unrest in Iwami. So it looks like we need to pacify Iwami a bit. Let's take this agent and bring him back to rally the populace a little. We're going to have to turn the taxes off for one turn, unfortunately, but I may have already forgotten to turn other taxes back on, so be a good look. Yep, Goto Island is still not being taxed. So we'll turn that on, and then we will take Iwami and untax them. So looks like it's a wash kind of between the two. We can use that agent to prop them up for a while. Looks like we got an agent here at Aki, actually, that could almost make it to Iwami. Let's actually see if we take him out if it's... Yeah, they're unhappy here too, so we'll just have to keep rallying the populace. Might need to go ahead and spend a little money just training a couple of troops to garrison. Plus, we're experiencing some extra unhappiness for the next few turns because of a choice that I made in the little scenario things that they pop up. We already have Imperial Sentiment here in the Okayama's province, and I've got a beastie army ready to take them out. Let's just go ahead and keep moving on up. We need to get through friendly territory before the end of winter, preferably, so that we can get in and capture a city up ahead. What do we got here? Fortress. I don't really think we need the traditional dojo, but it's not hurting anything, so I'll just leave it for now. Trying to think if there's any other provinces that I took recently where this money might be put to some good use, where it's not already being put to good use, and it doesn't look like it. So I'm just going to save a little bit of the money since I'm not making a crap ton of it right now. Here we go. We can get up here and protect this trade route.
Your orders, my lord.
Let's
For the Emperor.
let's kind of sail down here with this.
Waiting for a new course. It is
Yeah.
an honor to serve the Emperor.
There we go. So we got a couple of fleets positioned all about. Let's go ahead and end the turn again. The Tokushima seem to be holding their own, which is nice to see. The Okayama are just flat out running from me. Okay, we got a trade route being raided, but it's not a big deal. This fleet is now repaired, and we can kind of move it forward. I'm about to capture an important port up here at Bingo, which will help my fleet stay further ahead, even when it needs repairs. So that's going to be huge. Bingo is going to get absolutely wrecked. Might night attack it just for the pure beauty. I'm going to continue the siege for a minute. We'll come back to it. Let's go ahead and move up again over here. Again, just make sure these guys are moving. Let's garrison Iwami to rally the populace. And let's untax them, or start taxing them again. So there we go. Got some income up again, which is good. It's been a while since we've been having as much of that as we should. We got an ore processing plant or a mint. And we get a little more wealth from the ore processing plant, but none of the negative effects from the mint. So I think I'll actually just spend my money on that. It does take a considerable sum of money to build, but I feel like it's worth it. So we are ready to take Bingo and then Bichu. Of course, the all-important province is right in front of us. And then Bizen is there as well. So all kinds of good conquering to be had in the next couple of turns. You know what? I'm tempted to auto-resolve this, but I'm worried they'll screw me over and kill one of my good troops. So let's just go ahead and assault it, take care of this in person. It won't take long, not with my Armstrong guns. Looks like there might be a little hill I can get them on top of too, so that they can fire down into the fort better. And between my samurai troops and my sharpshooters, this ought to be a pretty easy fight. I'll try and minimize my casualties so that we can hopefully just push ahead. And we'll use my shinobi, obviously, or not my shinobi, we'll use my Ishin Shishi where possible to just kind of satisfy the populace enough for us to move on. Eventually we'll have to slow down and let them catch up, but for now I think it's working wonders. I need to make sure we have 5 of them too, so that we can keep as many of them rolling towards the front as possible. They're also good at getting rid of several different, or they're good at getting rid of certain enemy agents, especially Geisha, it seems like. Okay, that little hill, not going to be the best bombardment point. This hill, however, should work. Let's see. I got shallow water right there. Shallow water over here. Let's go ahead and get my sharpshooters here. And where else do we have some shallow water? Right there. Let's hide our samurai troops here, along with some Yariki. Not that I think we'll really need to be too sneaky against the AI, but... And let's put our general here, Mike Gunbate, for the...
Prepare to attack, sir.
Let's unlimber, go off fire at will. The AI does not have a lot of defenses ready for me over here. That being the case, I'm just going to push up with all my Imperial infantry, and they don't have any defenses facing me back here. Let's go ahead and start working our way up. Let's take our cannons and start blasting this levy garrison. Just want to blast any of the troops that can shoot. I'm not real worried about their spear levy. This levy garrison infantry is just going to get wrecked. Watch my arm. I thought I did a night attack, by the way. I forgot to check it when I came back. Whoops. My bad. It'll still be pretty. See my Armstrong guns targeting the right side of the unit rather than just targeting the center of the unit. So I'll have to change their target to the actual wall. Okay, my samurai are going to be able to get at the back of this fort. Let's go ahead and come forward. Yeah, it looks like my cannons kind of drove those guys off the wall. Actually, might just go ahead and destroy their towers first. I'm going to bring my sharpshooters up to cover the approach of my Imperial infantry. Honestly, these guys can fight okay-ish. And I'll go ahead and bring up my Imperial infantry as well. Like I said, we'll just get rid of the towers with my cannons so that my infantry can move up without being fired upon. One more shot and that tower is done for. It looks like they are moving some levy garrison infantry over. But if it positions on the wall, it's not really going to have...
Your men have the enemy tower.
Good.
Fine work, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, my hillbilly advisor. I appreciate it. Okay, my samurai are up to the wall. I'm going to let them rest because they're going to be winded. So I'm going to fast forward for a minute and knock out the other tower. Oop. Looks like they are bringing some levy garrison infantry down.
Your men have destroyed an enemy tower.
Okay, we destroyed another tower. Let's go ahead and pepper the melee troops up here. Yeah, these guys aren't going to want to go to the wall. They're going to get shot by my by my rifles. Now they will get some shots back at me, but I've got suppression fire, and we're going to have kneel fire with suppression here too. So we're going to be returning a horrendous amount of fire on that poor levy garrison infantry. And yeah, it's gone already. Suppression fire, gotta love that. Looks like I don't have line of sight on that spear unit. There we go, though. I can fire right there. We might hit them. The suppression fire? Yeah, the suppression fire went over the top of the castle and affected my samurai troops in the back. Let's go ahead and capture the walls here. I love all the smoke hanging in the air where there was that short and sudden massacre that led to the death of... Oh, looks like their spear levy general got a little too close for comfort there too. I'm gonna go ahead and have my cannons... Really? Why is your line of sight blocked? That ought to be a pretty easy line of sight. I don't understand why my line of sight's blocked here. Let's try shooting like right there at the ground behind it. Some of my cannons are going to fire. They may be blocking each other's line of sight. I can't quite tell. Okay. My samurai are getting up into the castle. 7 of them died just from climbing that short wall. 6 there. Seems like quite a few. See if we can get any clean shots off. Doesn't look like it's working great, but it's working. Okay, all my samurai are getting up the wall. Let's go ahead and go capture this gatehouse. And let's go burn this gatehouse. There, we kind of drove those guys out of hiding. Just go ahead and cease fire with my cannons. They're not really able to do a whole big bunch. Okay, Tanakachi are gonna burn this gate so that we can walk on through, and then we're gonna capture this gatehouse, which should allow my Yari key. Okay. Ha! Now this levy garrison infantry is strayed too close once again. Alright, the gate is busted, and all of my traditional troops can move up to the next level. We're going to bring my Yari key all the way up as well. Let's get all these guys out of kneel fire and go ahead and have them climb the walls as well. And like I said, I'll continue to provide cover fire with my... Actually, I'll leave them on fire, but I'll put them into melee mode. Oh, these guys are going to garrison the wall, and they're going to get shot by my riflemen. That'll soften them up pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and halt fire now that my guys are up there. Their guys are shooting my men as they climb the wall, but it shouldn't be too bad. It'll be manageable. Let's bring these guys around and see if we can burn down the gates to the keep. Eventually make our way up to the castle. My Imperial infantry's easily gotten up here and routed. I left them on fire at will, and as they climbed up, they've started firing and routing the enemy troops up here. go ahead and use these troops to burn the next gatehouse. Yeah, we'll burn this gatehouse as well. We'll burn this gatehouse. There we go. Let's go ahead and encourage our guys to keep moving up after having climbed the wall. There we go. Okay, our Imperial Infantry is getting engaged by the spear levy here, but I think our Imperial Infantry ought to be better in melee. Yeah, it did just fine. Got all the rest of our guys moved up here. Go ahead and burn that gatehouse, please. Burn that one too, please. So we can get up into the upper reaches of the keep. Okay. All the gatehouses are on fire. This one's actually open. So they do have a levy garrison infantry up here. Let's bring my Katana Kachi up to get them. My Katana Kachi will get shot, but it will not overwhelm them. It's just a levy infantry there. Let's bring up another unit to put down some cover fire here, and then these guys can go ahead and come up the wall. Use suppression fire on these guys here. See if we can get these guys to fire. There we go. So we get into kneel fire so they can put down a little more pain here. So yeah, here's the close-up. Okayama troops obviously not having a chance. My men scaling up the walls into the keep. And here's my Katana Kachi in the process of decapitating the defenders. At least they die in honorable combat here. These levy infantry had been modernized, and my Katana Kachi are going to remind them of the old ways and send them to the beyond in a more honorable samurai fashion by using their head like a T-ball with their katana blade. Very cool one-on-one animations in this game. They were so nice. I'm not like complaining about all the animations in Attila and Rome 2 because there are some cool ones, but I'm not gonna lie, the animations in Shogun 2, they were better as a general rule. Again, doesn't mean that there's nothing good in the new ones. I just think that these were better, more fitting for the type of combat it feels like, at least. I mean, obviously I'm no samurai combat expert or anything else like that. Just like I said, it feels like it. Look at these guys just getting hacked to bits here. Here's the one last guy. Oh! Oh! You can see the men enjoyed that. So that's gonna be a certain victory. What an end. Wow, sent that last guy out with some style. Definitely good stuff. So the Saga Imperial Vanguard moves forward. The Okayama have been defeated again, and of course they won't even really fight me. They just continue to run, which is not unexpected considering the army they're being chased by. I would probably recommend the same. Another master dojo here. I am going to go ahead and get rid of it and build the inn so that we can get more income. So I'll go ahead and rip it down. And we've got the keep being repaired. Looks like. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy back in this army. Got Iwami. Okay, good. We're taxing everything, I think. Let's make sure. We are. Good. So every province is being taxed. Our boats can move up closer to the front here. That's an allied navy, so we're good for now. So this is good. Our boats are up at the front, making sure that our enemies' fleets don't get around us. Definitely liking our position here. One more turn until we get done with some research that'll help our income and stuff a little as well. Oh, I forgot I need to get my my old levy army over to take out the Tosa. I think we've let them survive for quite long enough. It's not a particularly good army, but it'd get the job done if we don't run into anything too crazy. And it's not costing me much from an upkeep standpoint, which is nice. Wow, income just shot up some more too. That's probably a result of the research we just finished, because it says 13% reduction to administrative cost. And this one's going to give me a plus 10% bonus to the clan-wide tax rate, which is going to also be quite handy. We've got 2 more turns of the disaffected populace, which is frustrating, but it'll go away eventually. So yeah, now we're getting some pretty good money rolling in here. We probably don't need that traditional dojo anymore either. I'm going to torch it. And we're going to move on towards Bichu at this point. Rally the populace here for now. Let's move forward and just see what we're up against. Yeah, the Hokayama are just full-on fleeing ahead of me, like taking cities in front of me, but absolutely fleeing. Showing their true colors there. Where's the inn? Not a cannon range, not a cadet school. Oh, we got the Riichi Mahjong parlor, so we can't build the inn, so let's go to the cottage industry. And let's see. Let's go ahead and upgrade the city with some of that money. Let's see, we got Aki and Bingo. Bingo's being worked on. We could go ahead and let's go ahead and build a military port up here. I have a ton of trade ports already. And we can build even more trade ports. So it should be quite good from an income standpoint.
Yes, my lord. Very well.
And we're getting closer to Sato territory, which is good, because those guys are ticking me off with all their crap fleets that they keep sending after me.
We still have a good way. Steady as we go. Moving out. Pausing, sir.
Look, or no, those are allied. These two clans are at war with each other, which is brilliant. Rather than just rallying behind the imperial cause. It's always good to see. Okay, so still got the fleet strategically placed. We're moving all of our troops forward on Honshu. We're making really good progress on Honshu right now. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh, I forgot to move that levy army again. Ah, there might actually be some resistance up ahead of us. Not that it'll do him much good, but there may be some. So we've had a couple of turns of actually having good income, which is quite nice. We do have a few katana kachi that are trying to finish retraining, but that should not be any big deal here. That is a lot of Shogatai. Not that it'll do him much good. We are going to continue the siege, see if we can get them to focus and attack. Look at all those wooden cannons. What a joke.
Yes, my lord.
Let's actually sabotage this army, or actually let's assassinate one of their generals. See how they like that. Let's see, is Aki? Aki's probably not ready for me to leave just yet. Once we get the inn built, that should make a big difference. We'll also build the cottage industry and upgrade the castle. As we start to do all those things, it'll start to become a better stronghold for us. I don't see myself using the barracks here a whole lot more, so let's trash it and get an inn there so that we can stabilize the town there. And then, like I said, let's take this army that's at Suo, and let's bring it out of Suo, which is now going to be at Happy, of course. Let's get this agent in here.
Attention. you slovenly samurai.
Move a couple of these guys over, see if that'll calm them down enough. Of course not. Anything? Oh, they can't even reach there. How's that possible? The other guys reach there. Whatever. We'll make Suo calm down. What did I construct here? What else do we need to build? Mahjong parlor. Looks like we may need to just upgrade the citadel and other stuff here to handle the repression. We've only got one more turn of this disaffected populace, so that might change on the next turn anyway.
At your command.
We can go, we'll go block up this area here so no one can get through. What is this? A craft workshop. We're tearing down the barracks. We'll almost finish the city and the other stuff. So eventually that one will stabilize too, and we can go ahead and move our agents forward. All we have is allied fleets over here, so we're not letting anything get behind us. Let's kind of just sail forward. Okay. Feeling pretty good. Better position here. Let's end another turn.
Journey completed.
I don't know what those Imperial clans are fighting each other for, but it seems like that's been the narrative of this whole story, is Imperial on Imperial violence, while the Shogun clans have pretty much united in their entirety. Mounting unrest in Suo, so it's still unhappy. Actually, it's not, which is good. Okay, so that means we can bring this little fleet up here, put them on the ships, and we can come drop them over here. No. Is there some reason why you feel like you need to go drop them way over there? Okay.
Going ashore.
Alright, whatever. We'll try it on the next turn. They don't want to disembark where I want them to. It's not going to be the end of the world. Looks like at Bitchu these guys have yet to come after me. I'm going to actually try and assassinate their other general. We failed, but that's okay. I don't mind spending a little money going after the mayhem here. I do want to upgrade that citadel, but let's see if there's anything more important that I would like to get started first. Yes, that would be here. So we want to build the inn, and we'll go ahead and build another police station. And that should help out at Iwami. Nagato. Alright, now we can come back to Aki. I can't quite afford the... or bingo, I can't afford the... yeah, I can still afford the citadel. So that's good. Let's go ahead and set that in motion. Alright, we can take care of that enemy port up there. The Tosa are kind of scattering their fleets in front of me. It's kind of like the AI to scatter like cockroaches whenever you get close. Seems like something they would do. Just bombard the target. Take out their ports. We're almost ready to hit back at the Sato's territory, which is going to feel nice. We've got some allied troops down here now as well, which is probably all the more reason why these guys don't want to attack me, but they're going to have to sooner or later. I'm going to go after their general again, and we actually got him that time. So my shinobi increased in rank here. Subterfuge when assassinating is the one we want to get to. Alright. Shinobi increases in rank, enemy assassinated. Let's see if we can drop these troops off. That is really irritating. It's not letting me... Why are you trying to drop them there? Let's disembark. Now we're in an attrition zone. Piece of crap! I didn't realize that. That was stupid. I don't know why it's not just letting me disembark my troops on the shore here. Maybe the influence from the settlement that's causing it? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's actually just bring this over here and bombard that port so that we won't suffer the attrition. There we go. Now we can try and unload those troops. There, that should help. Definitely gonna be better. So we got the cottage industry that we can upgrade. The craft workshop does do +2 to modernization, which I'd rather do the silk, but I don't have access to silk right now, unfortunately. And I don't know where the nearest... I was getting it from a trade partner back in the day, but I can't build it right now. It shouldn't be the end of the world. These guys are going to have to come out and fight me on this turn, so I do want to go ahead and end one more turn, but let's just see if there's anything else I want to go ahead and... We could build a silver vault here, which would be pretty cool. Let's do that. Okay, so all the Shogutai are going to have to come out and attack me, and I've also got reinforcing friendlies. Not that they're much of anything, but let's go ahead and fight this battle. Get you some open land combat here. These Shogutai are going to be absolutely shredded. There will be nothing left of them, and that's even if I didn't use my cannons, but I will be. Pretty sure my Imperial Infantry with Kneel, Fire, and Suppression will be more than enough to take care of business here. Especially if I use Gun Batate, which I will try and remember to do. So we'll be talking about a substantial amount of firepower being laid down. So let's spread these guys out to where we can maximize firepower. And then let's I know some of you find it weird because sharpshooters aren't good versus cavalry per se, but I still like them as a unit to keep on the flank because they have a huge arc of fire. So they can actually do a pretty good job at getting nice shots on cavalry. So because they're a skirmisher unit, I kind of find them useful at helping to deal with enemy cav. Even though, again, I know some of you find that odd, but it's definitely one of the ways that I like to use them. There's other ways to use them. Just put my saber cav back here in the back. Let's put a spear back here, sword here, put a sword here as well, and spear closer to the flank where the cavalry is more likely to be. Spread out a little more. There we go. Okay, I think we are ready to take care of business here. They have attacked us, so I'm just gonna get into a nice defensive position. Okay. Alright, our cannons are free to fire. Look, my friendlies coming in from their flank already, and if that distracts them even for a moment, their guys are going to get even more destroyed by my Armstrong guns, which you can see the initial volleys with the shrapnel shot were plenty deadly. 36, 49, and 21 kills, respectively. Some of my friendly cav might get hit by wooden cannons here. Whoa, that was actually a pretty good shot for the wooden cannons. They do have a bow key over here, but like I said, my cannons are going to be a much bigger threat than anything my ally is going to throw at the enemy here. But you can see the Boki getting some nice kills over here. Yeah, the amount of pain these guys are going to take without ever even entering combat is going to be severe. Look at their Shogutai are actually a really prime target for Boki. They have almost no armor, and they're a melee unit that can't shoot back, so the Boki were getting some pretty impressive kills. Is this their bodyguard? It is. So this clan has not modernized. It's going to leave them at a pretty big disadvantage, especially when you're just slowly walking into cannon fire. Maybe quite stoic of you, but quite foolish nonetheless. Looks like the wooden cannons, though, are killing quite a few of these Boki that my ally is using quite recklessly. Holy crap. These guys are getting wrecked. If this Yariki comes very much closer, it's just going to be the first of many units to get absolutely obliterated. I'm going to go ahead and target some different cav units for destruction. Yeah, that Hierarchy is getting very close to being in range. The Allied General charged himself right into a Shogutai and is probably going to get himself killed, especially since he's Kisho Ninja bombing himself. Here we go, watch this. These guys are walking right into a firing squad. Yeah, that was a good choice.
You have triumphed over the enemy.
Yes, I like how I've triumphed over the enemy even though the fight hasn't really begun in earnest. Let's just watch this scenic act of destruction that's about to occur here. Cannons firing away. Yep, and there comes the complete and utter destruction. Suppression fire and gun bate. So here comes the even more destruction. You see these Shogutai quickly deciding against their valiant melee assault. It's going to be the same thing here. Yeah, the negative morale effects plus all the fires, that's going to be an insta-rout. So, yep. That's why a frontal assault in this army will never work. Not going to happen. Wow. That was such utter destruction. Alright. So, a decisive victory. Hope you all enjoyed the episode. That is all the time that I have for this one. We'll go ahead and get the turn ended so that I can save it. And I'll be back, of course, with more Shogun 2 action for you in the near future. Hoping that you enjoy these. Definitely enjoy playing it for you. This campaign obviously going quite well for us at the moment. That's going to be a pretty decent sized Okayama army destroyed and capturing the most important province on the map, the one that seems to be like a swear word. I'm gonna raid your farm. Whatever makes you happy. I have a bunch of agents that increased in rank. I'll probably take care of them real quick. And I am gonna also destroy this little pathetic raiding army real quick. Just to make sure that it doesn't cause me any trouble. And we'll go ahead and get back into my province here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and repair the settlements. Let's see, cottage industry. Let's go ahead and do the inn. Repair the farms. And again, we still don't have silk, so I'm actually going to wait just a while and do the silk workshops. This province will be a little unhappy with me this turn, but that's no big deal. We can go ahead and just auto-resolve the taking of this province from the Sato. And we'll do the same thing here as far as getting this province ready to become one of our own. Alright, so I'd say that was a good episode. We got quite a bit done. We've moved forward a pretty good deal. Let's actually, we're going to need to bombard that port again just real quick. And let's see if we can... Okay, that army's now ashore, and we can sail away with these ships. We've bombarded the military port, and we'll start to make an inroad on Shikoku as well. So, like I said, hope you all enjoyed this. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.